Today on Newsbeat, why National Honor Societies are important for college students to join.
And a popular but dangerous study habit comes to light as we approach finals.
And we explore a common cause of women dropping out of college.
All this and more. Newsbeat starts right now.
Audio Jungle.
Good evening and welcome to Newsbeat. I'm Amber Washington.
And I'm Michael Edmondson. Thanks for joining us.
There is a rise trend of college students abusing the adderall drug. Tiger TV Candace Grace tells us how the drug can have dangerous effects on your body.
In a recent study from Brigham Young University, mined over 200,000 tweets from college students discovering mentions of the drug adderall peaked near the end of fall semester. More students are ditching traditional coffee drinking and using adderall to remain attentive and enhance their study habits. The use of adderall increases alertness, focus, and improves memory. In people without ADHD, adderall can improve the learning of material that must be recalled days later, ideal for college exams. Health Promotion Coordinator for LSU Student Health Center, Catherine Sychuk, says that she believes adderall is overprescribed.
I think that students, parents, guardians are in search of something that's going to give their son, daughter, or their child a one-up on the next person. So they'll look for something that maybe they think can help their student to help them make better grades, to be more academically successful.
Using adderall over an extended period can increase the risk of critical cardiovascular problems and strokes. There are also mental issues associated with the long-term use of adderall, such as depression, hostility, paranoia, and a lack of sleep.
The other thing to remember is that once you ingest the drug, it has a life in your body, so it's going to last so many hours. If you're finished studying at 2 a.m., but the life of the drug is longer than that, you're not going to sleep at 2 a.m. And so that may affect you for the next several days as well, and not just for that one-time experience.
For Tiger TV, Candace Grace.
It is against the LSU Code of Student Conduct to give away or sell adderall. Students caught engaging in this kind of illegal activity are subject to being expelled from the university indefinitely.
Most students who get involved in these honor societies think that the one-time fee is worth it, but there's always an opposing opinion. Tiger TV's Ashley Joseph has more.
Many of us are involved in honor societies that we have to pay for, but many people question the worth of having to do that. Chi Nguyen, president of Golden Key, shares her opinion on having to pay for her organization.
The amount that you pay and the amount you get back, like the connections you get from Golden Key, the scholarships you're able to get to participate to get into Golden Key, and even like the service that we allow people to join in and partake out of. I feel like you're paying for like a lifetime. You're always going to be a Golden Key member whenever you pay that payment of, I think it's like $86.
Jonathan Lambert, vice president of the National Society of Collegiate Scholars, believes that the money students put forth to be involved in these organizations are what keeps the organization able to be rewarded with scholarships.
The main reason I think you have to pay is to give, for the national chapter to be able to provide the benefits that they do. So that we have scholarship opportunities. We've given out at least $1,000 in scholarships every year to just our members, and you can also apply for almost $1 million in scholarships for the national chapter.
The coordinator for job search teams and career services, Blake Winchell, believes that there's benefits for those who include honor societies on their resumes, but the students who don't actually get involved aren't able to talk about their experiences, which sets them back from a student who is involved.
So I think if you're just padding your resume with organizations that I paid $10 here and I paid $10 there, you're not really doing yourself any benefit. You're not wasting $10 because it certainly looks fine and great on your resume, but you're not going to really enhance it the way I think you'd want to.
For Tiger TV, I'm Ashley Joseph.
Many of us are involved in honor societies that we have to pay for, but many people question the worth of having to pay it.
Studies show that over 50% of women who get pregnant in college take a semester off or drop out. This LSU student isn't one of them. Myron Smothers has the story.
Barbara Kelly was struggling as a college student, so when she found out she was pregnant with her son Carter, the news was frustrating.
I knew the consequences of my actions, and the fact that I didn't take better precautions or stop doing what I was doing, I was disappointed in myself because that could have definitely been avoided, even though I do love my child.
Kelly says before Carter, she was a huge procrastinator, but with being a working college student and a mother, there were changes she had to make.
You just have to leave whoever you were before you had your child on the back burner, unless whoever you were was a great task managing, non-procrastinating, always on your P's and Q's, dotting the I's and crossing the T's type of person.
Kelly says ironically, Carter has made her a better college student. It's now more fun and more interesting for her to go to school.
It's kind of sad how I find enjoyment out of things I used to find boring. You know, your baby is a blessing and fun and all of those great things, but let's be honest. Until he starts talking, it's pretty boring between me and him. He'll drool, we'll smile at each other, he'll poop, and I'll clean him, he'll cry a little bit, and he'll eat and go to sleep. When I go to school, it's like, hey, did you know this does this? Wow, really?
In her first few years in college, Kelly says she lost thirst for life and lost all her ambition. But since July 28, 2013, she has gained those back.
The fact that I've become a better me myself, you know, I want to do stuff for me and I want to do stuff for my family now. I want to, you know, I just have a reason. I have a reason to do stuff.
Kelly's advice to other women in college with similar situations is simple. Breathe. It can be done. With Tiger TV's Newsbeat, I'm Myron Smothers.
Kelly is expected to graduate in May 2014, and she can't wait to take a picture with her diploma and her son in one arm. Coming up after break, Mr. Sun is just being inconsistent.
I know. I never know what to wear when I leave the house. It's been hot and cold each day.
I know.
But stay with us as our weather forecaster Lauren Graham tells us what we can expect for the rest of the week.
Good evening, LSU. I'm Lauren Graham, and here's your daily weather forecast. Hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. The weather has been pretty inconsistent lately. It was really chilly this weekend, but it's warmed up quite a bit so far this week. This morning it was really foggy outside, as you can see in our picture of the day taken by Jonathan Snyder. This picture was taken on River Road near LSU's campus. Tonight the high is 71 degrees and the low is 63 degrees. There is a 20% chance of rain. Tonight the humidity is going to be around 90%, so it's going to feel pretty hot outside. On Wednesday the high is 81 degrees and the low is 67 with a 20% chance of rain again. Humidity levels are going to be pretty high. Now let's take a look at the 5-day forecast. It looks like temperatures are going to decrease as the week goes on. There's going to be rain Thursday and Friday, which will drop temperatures down dramatically for the weekend. I know I'm looking forward for this humid and rainy weather to be over. Well, that's all I have for you today, so don't forget to check Tiger TV for your up-to-date campus weather report every day. I'm Lauren Graham, back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Lauren. You know, she really did a great job of explaining how inconsistent Mr. Sun is.
Yeah, but he kind of does his own thing.
He really does. Coming up after break, Lindsay Palega tells us why gas prices are expected to continue to drop.
And a new holiday world record and the social regression that may be occurring in France.
So don't go away.
Thanks for joining us for today's show. I'm Lindsay Palega with your global segment. In a country that usually prides itself on equality, there's been a recent uproar over racist remarks that were made very publicly. A local French candidate from the National Front political party compared Christiane Taubira, a black justice minister, to a monkey. But it didn't stop there. After the candidate was suspended, more insults came on the front page of a right-winged newspaper. Many are now concerned that these attacks on such a public figure indicate an increase in racism within the entire nation. In other parts of the world, some usually tense countries were able to overcome their differences and work together. After much negotiation, the PF+1 finally struck an agreement with Iran on nuclear production. It serves as a temporary 6-month plan until a more final one can be agreed on. Diplomats from the US, UK, France, Russia, China, and Germany announced the deal on November 24th. The deal works to slow nuclear development in Iran by requiring them to dilute its current stockpiles, halt some uranium enrichment, and dismantle certain equipment. In return, Iran will save up to $7 billion through sanction suspensions if they keep up their end of the bargain. As a result of the sanction suspensions, oil prices have already begun to drop and are expected to continue falling if Iran begins pumping more oil into the markets. The falling gas prices have come at the perfect time for those of us traveling home for the upcoming holiday season. A family in Australia could not wait to showcase their holiday spirit. It was confirmed that the Richards set the world record for Christmas lights on a residential property by stringing up more than 500,000 lights around their home. This is not their first time holding the record. They originally set it in 2001, but they were overtaken by a family in New York last year. They responded accordingly and have said that this will be the last time they attempt to retake the title. Most of the Richards neighbors are supportive of their competitive spirit, but there are some that haven't spoken with them since the record was first set. Thanks for watching today's show. Best of luck to you as you finish up those final projects and get ready for exams. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Lindsay. How crazy were those lights?
I know, those are pretty bright.
I was thinking about doing it in my apartment, but I don't think my landlord would be okay with that.
You can catch our full show online at tigertv.tv and be sure to connect with us tomorrow for our last show. Thank you.
Thanks for joining us.